right, we've landed back at another episode of Real Camp Talk. Let's dive back into it.
Welcome
Dylan,
back, everybody.
what's going on, bro? What's up? What's your weekend been like?
Weekend's pretty cool. Went back, hung out with the fam, played a lot of pool with my dad. He got the garage all set up for playing pool, and that's his way of hanging out with me nowadays.
Yeah.
We get out there, play pool. But besides that, we did a lot of cooking and hanging out. Played a lot of board games, man.
What kind of games y'all play?
Played this game called Abduction. You get all these little ducks you draw from like a little silicone flying saucer type deal, put them on your little game card, and you gotta organize your ducks in a specific pattern, but you can't move your ducks without having specific cards that tell you which way and how, and you can steal a duck, whatever, do all this different stuff, and that's how you get points with that. And then what else we played? We played that Uno No Mercy.
Oh man, what's that about?
That one's fun though,
one
because you can never really like strategize your hand, because if someone plays a 0 or a 7, you have to swap your cards. Like
somebody else?
Like your whole hand. Like you could have 20 cards in your hand. 20. If you have 20 more than 25 or 25 or more, you lose.
Man.
So you could have 24 cards in your hand. Someone could play a 7, and then that person with 24 cards could play 7 and say, "Hey, I want your deck of cards," and you've only got 3 or 2. You know what I'm saying? So like the game is so unpredictable, but it's fun though. It takes a little longer than your regular Uno.
Yeah, games are fun, man.
But it's fun.
Yeah, we did a little game playing. We played Heads Up, that game where you had the phone, put it on your head and it says something. You gotta give off some keywords.
I played one like that, but we just had like the little headband was like a little card that stuck up in there.
Yeah.
And, nobody can see it. Or everybody can see it but the person wearing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played that one, and then we did a little karaoke.
Oh.
And then we did worst case scenario. That's where you got like 5. Somebody draws 5 cards, and they got scenarios on them, and you arrange them from best to worst case scenario.
Yeah.
And then the other people have to put down a chip to say like, yeah, this is what they would pick. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty fun with the family.
Guessing games are always fun with the family. Yeah. Scenario games in general, because you never know what your family's going to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
If your family's anything like mine, for a little while,
I
might say some off the wall things.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, like my wife and I, we're celebrating our second year wedding anniversary this month. So we went down to the we went down to Margaritaville Saturday with a friend and ate all you can eat crab legs and peel and eat shrimp. Man, I ate like 4 or 5 plates. I think I probably knocked down 5 plates of that crab legs and then and we ate some oysters too, some raw oysters.
Those are all you can eat too?
No.
Oh.
And they were expensive too. They were like $24 a piece. Yeah, bro.
I can put down some oysters, but
I know
they cost that much.
But they were good. They were good size at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they had peel and eat shrimp, which was amazing. I had some corn and potatoes. And then after that, we went down to the Frozen Piro because they have like a band every weekend. Met a couple friends there. But man, I feel like an old man lately.
Man.
It's like I can't hang. Like 9 o'clock, I was like, man, can we go? I hate to be a party pooper, but just tired.
Yeah, I'm the same way, dude. And I've been that way for probably the last 2. I've been that way since I turned 30.
Yeah?
Like.
I mean, well, I've done so much clubbing.
Yeah, I did.
Anything around the music, it just like, just where I can't talk to you. I mean, I like doing this.
Yeah. A good way to keep me out all night is if there's a pool table and cold beer.
Yeah.
Because
you're interested in that, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
because like the things that you're interested in, like if I get a little lit and then I'm on the phone and I'm talking about something interesting, I can stay up until 2, 3 in the morning.
Right.
But if it's something boring, and I'm just kind of sitting there and we can't conversate. Because like when the band's playing, it's fun to watch them. Just gotta understand. I've been around entertainment a long time.
Right.
And that stuff. I see people. They're like, yeah, what's going on? And I'm appreciating the talent.
Yeah.
But man, I was like, I've been there.
Yeah.
I don't mean to sound like a hater. I
No,
feel like
you're
it
not
sound
sounding
like
like a hater. It's not
a
even
bum.
that.
You
know.
bum?
But like,
What's wrong with you, you bum?
yeah, bum. Just sitting around and
My bad.
drinking if you don't have something to physically get up and do. See, that's. I think that's when you get yourself too drunk. Because
Yeah.
if you're literally just sitting there drinking, drink after drink after drink, and you're not getting up, you're not doing nothing, that's when it creeps up on you.
Yeah, for
man.
sure.
You got to stand up. You're like, whoa.
Whoa. What happened, man? I don't know.
Yeah. I had a buddy actually that I did that to one time. Well, I mean, this is a funny story. I'm going to slide this one in here, dude. A buddy of mine, I'm not going to give out his name, but shoot. We'd go out, we'd go drinking and hanging out. We went to this one bar one time, and I should mention, like, he has a trouble walking one of his legs. He had an accident when he was younger, so one of his legs don't work as proper as it should. So he kind of like got to toss it to get in front of him.
I got a little story after that, so remember the leg thing.
Well, oh, you're gonna remember the leg thing after this.
All right.
So we're drinking, we're having fun. You know, I'll go every time I would go buy a beer, I'd bring him a beer. You know, just like, you're with me, here you go, here's a beer. And you know, probably the last 2 or 3 beers, he was like, Dylan, dog, I got to go.
Right.
And I would just hand him a beer and walk off because I know he's sitting there, he ain't going nowhere. Well, this place is like a high school. Like, I'm meeting people that I haven't seen in high school for years, right? So I'm over here talking, I'm over there talking, bringing him beers. And then the last beer I brought him, he grabbed me by my shirt and pulled me down to him. He's like, Dylan, I gotta go. I was like, all right, dude. Would pay my tab. And I go to tell him, I said, all right, you ready? He looks at me like,
dude, are you?
He looks at me like, Dylan. I was like, what? You're gonna have to carry me out of here. I mean, we're on the back patio of this big ass bar, bro. Like, they're in there like doing Copperhead Road dancing on the dance floor that they did. So I take him, he stands up. I grab him from right under his armpits, right around his waist, chunk him over onto my shoulder. And he's like a 2x4 at this point.
Wow.
Like, stiff on my shoulder. So I walk to the door, boom, his feet hit the door, knock the door open. We're inside the bar. They're all doing Copperhead Road dancing and stuff. And then, like, it was so funny. And I just, boom, right through the middle of the freaking dance floor with him on my shoulder, like right through everybody. And I get to the front door and I open the front door with his feet. And there's 2 cops standing right there. Like, you know, the bouncer guys. And I said, just getting him home. They said, all right, be safe.
Yeah.
Carrying him all the way out there, and he's
Let
yelling
him
at
make
me,
it.
Dylan, I'm going to throw up on your ass.
Nah. Don't throw up on me, man.
Because his head's back there, and I'm freaking walking. I had a few to drink myself, so you know, I'm having fun.
Yeah, but he was gone, huh?
Yeah, he had to go. Luckily, he didn't throw up, but we got him home safe, and
Well,
nobody was injured. Tell me your leg story.
the legs. Okay, so, yeah, just yesterday, man, we were watching, we love Naked and Afraid. You know, we said it before.
Mm-hmm.
We're watching the new episode, season 18. And if you've seen it, you already know. So I ain't spoiling nothing for you.
I just want to know what's going on with legs.
Man, this chick, bro, as soon as the episode comes on, it puts a lady on, and they're showing her in the back of the truck. She's riding in. And
They hiding it? What
yeah, they were hiding it at first.
hiding their legs?
Yeah, so then, you know, she jumps out. Well, I'll say jumps out. My bad.
That's
My
not
bad.
even funny.
It's not. I didn't mean it like that. My bad, dude. Make me feel bad. No, but anyway, so she was in the back. The tailgate dropped, and she like slides her legs over, and drops her pants, and there's 2.
Oh no!
You know.
So you're telling me she had fake legs?
Yeah.
And
2
she
fake legs.
had pants on, and she just
Yeah.
revealed it by sliding her
Yeah,
pants
and
off?
then I'm thinking, okay, well, she's just gonna take her pants off and take the pants off the legs, put the legs back on, and nah, they didn't let her have it. Bro, I think this is.
I mean, do you think they didn't let her have them, or she chose to do it without them?
I'd like to follow up on that question.
Yeah, that's a good one. Because as a director of the show, they're like, look, we'll let you on here, but you can't have anything.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely, because she's dragging her vag over everything. I felt so bad for her.
Dude, that's tough.
I mean, because like the way that she had to maneuver was, you know, with her hands, and then like she was flat, like her, you know, she had like all the way to her where her knees would be, I think.
Right. So she had some femur bone left.
Yeah, but she made it. Because you know, on this type of Naked and Afraid, they show like a pair, and they show them all the way through from the beginning to end in one episode.
Yeah. Did what type of environment were they in?
I think they were in Kentucky. No, man, dude, don't get me lying. I think they were in the States somewhere.
Just like a forest, woody area.
Yeah, it was a woody area.
Wooded area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they found like some water, and then they dug a little hole beside it.
Imagine being like her in an area with a lot of thorn bushes.
Well, the dude that she was with, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, she had to like crawl over some pretty,
treacherous stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. But the dude, he was nice. A lot of times he would put her on his back.
So like, was it like,
and then I made a like really funny.
was it like butt on shoulders?
Dude.
Like a kid, like you're carrying a kid? Like,
Yeah,
like your child sitting piggyback ride on your shoulder?
Not like on the top shoulders, but yeah, like she's got her arms around his neck, and then like just bare vag right on his back, and I was like, look, snail on an aquarium.
It's just slugging. Oh, God, dude.
My bad, y'all.
I gotta watch that episode. That just sounds like
season 18, episode 1. They started off with the bang.
yeah,
man, that was interesting.
yeah. They really took off with that one.
Yeah, they did, man.
That was crazy. Well,
yeah. What were you? What else? You had something else that you were talking about
I was just kind of concerned about
in the warm ups.
What's going on with the old Chick-fil-A changing its recipe, man?
Bruh,
I mean,
tell me about this, because I don't know about this Chick-fil-A. I know you mentioned in the warm-ups on the Chick-fil-A thing.
It's a little concerning, I think. I got to do a little more research on it, but I got enough to talk about. I mean, everybody knows how good Chick-fil-A is, right? It's like the go-to fried sandwich, chicken sandwich. Like, it's a fat chunk of good white meat.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah, I like Chick-fil-A.
I think all these other places like Popeyes and whatnot, and even McDonald's that did their like special chicken sandwich thing, they're trying to compete with Chick-fil-A. Well,
yeah,
Chick-fil-A's chicken is no antibiotics ever, NAE. Never jabbed with a needle. Now they're changing it to...
They ain't drug users. They're not addicts.
Yeah, now they're changing it up.
Yeah, they changed it up.
NAIHM, no antibiotics important to humans.
What's important to, though?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like, in layman's terms, if a chicken gets a cold, they can't give it the same type of medicine that we would get, because we would end up getting an immunity to it. We would be ingesting stuff that affects us that we don't need to be taking. So they're going to give it some sort of like an animal aspirin. You know what I mean?
Okay. But have you ever been to a chicken farm?
Never been to one, but I've seen some online.
The chickens aren't alive for that long, man. What they giving them antibiotics for?
A couple weeks. I mean, yeah, those chickens. See, that's the thing.
It's more than a couple weeks, but like, because they go through the incubation thing, and then they get in the coops, and then but I personally have walked through one.
Really?
And yeah, like if they look sick or whatever, they just pick them up and break their neck and throw them to the side.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what they're saying.
They don't make it.
That's what like their whole intent with that NAIHM stuff is. They're doing this because they're worried about being able to keep up with the demand of chickens. Well, they're only going to use antibiotics. It says here that they're only doing it on chickens that are sick or around sick chickens.
But they need to just be.
They just need to get rid of that.
Yeah,
chicken.
because there's plenty of chickens.
We
I
can
don't
make
know
fertilizer with that.
I mean, I'm telling you, like, I don't know where this statistic is coming from, but like straight up, I've been to some chicken farms. There's plenty of chickens. There's like you can't even walk without kicking a chicken.
And this is another crazy Chick-fil-A thing that I stumbled across. Let me ask you, if Chick-fil-A were to introduce a new line of food,
I'm good.
what do you think it would be?
I don't care. I'm good.
Pizza. Yes, bro.
Nah, I'm good.
They got 6 different
Pizza fillet. No, I'm good.
Yeah, they got 6 different types of pizza that they're introducing in like the Atlanta, Georgia areas. Atlanta.
I'm good, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing though. If you introduce like
Stay in
something
your lane.
off the wall like that in any aspect, people are going to buy it just because they want to see, oh, what could this chicken place do to a pizza? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think it'll make it because it's like they're known for so much of the chicken era that like I just anytime you think about pizza and think about pizza, think about Chick-fil-A. Think about pizza, think about Chick-fil-A.
Think about you.
Don't go together.
No, it doesn't.
Clashes.
No, like not even a chicken pizza. I mean, unless they got something up their sleeve and they're just gonna roundhouse you, like try that.
For real.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
waiting
man.
for it.
No.
I'll give it one try, but it better impress me.
I mean, my wife, you know, she says you'll try anything twice, but I ain't even gonna try it. I still don't know what that means, Dylan. Because, like, if I hate it, for real, the first time, damn, man, I'm not feeling it.
Well, that's like my mom, dude. Hold on. Like, I don't know. I probably wouldn't try it twice either because my mom one time, she had me come over for dinner and the mashed potatoes, right? So they looked a little funny to me at first, but you know, I'm not going to say nothing. Like, and my mom cooks great food, so it's not normal for me to be like, oh, that looks odd.
Yeah.
Well, there were some really, really white mashed potatoes.
Right.
I put them on my plate,
White mash.
put a little gravy on it,
Gravy.
taste it. Cauliflower, dude. She did mashed up cauliflower. She pulled a switcheroo on me, and I can't do it. I don't like cauliflower. She thought she had a winner because when I tried it, she watched my face.
Man.
Then I looked at her and she had this smile on her face.
That's crazy.
I was like, "What is this, Mom?"
It's a treasure.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Man, speaking of treasure, we were talking about some treasures earlier. What were we talking about, bro?
Oh, the Fleur de la Mar.
The Fleur de la Mar. But we were talking about something else before that sparked that conversation. But anyways, if we remember it, bring it up. But the Fleur de la Mar was in 1511, I believe.
Right.
There was a ship that sank that was like a marvelous ship, right?
It was a 400-ton 3-mast ship.
Crazy.
Massive. Lots of wood.
Yeah, and it was said to have had about like $2 billion worth of treasure on it. Which, I mean, if you think about that, in 1511 to have $2 billion worth of treasure, then that's like Elon money right now.
Without a doubt. Yeah, man. It was built in 1502. That's old.
Yeah, that's old, bro. I mean, that's crazy because like there's a ton of like old stories, about hidden treasures and stuff like that. But that's the most.
Well, I mean, that's wild, dude.
That's the one that has the most value to it.
That's a lot.
Because there was another one that had like 200 million. It was like a Mexican ship or something like that.
Well, this ship had 500 sailors on it, dude.
Yeah.
This is a massive ship. That's
Huge.
Huge.
It's a huge.
That's
bit.
more people than what you graduated with, bro.
Ah, for real, bro. Yeah, man. $2 million or $2 billion worth of jewels, man.
That was in Portugal.
Portugal, yes. Like the conquest of Malaysia.
Yeah, that's pretty wild, man. Could you imagine having enough time and the ability to search for said treasures of all of these lost ships, because there's people out there that are just like
they do that.
billionaires. They're like, I got a ship, I have research.
I'd be a little bit scared sometimes because I'd feel like we're thinking from this perspective, right? Like we saw a thing. All right, hey, let's go search, and then we don't know who else is trying to search for this. We don't know who knows what. We don't know who's watching once we get over there. Mm-hmm. So once we get, that's like, oh, you got to really be aware.
See, I feel like a lot of these sites like this that are, for instance, a $2 billion site that is possible to be in the Portugal, between this path between Portugal and India.
Yeah, what you thinking?
The government's already been looking.
Yeah, I think so too.
The government of whatever country.
Yeah.
The people with the expendable money, they've already searched for it.
Yeah.
That's what I think, maybe.
I agree.
Because if there's something that big,
they're gonna protect it.
They wanted to put their hands on it first.
Yeah. Speaking of protection, hey, look, this is one I got for you. So we're out this weekend. I got all 3 girls with me. I'm with my mom and my wife, and we go out to walk-ons, have a meal, nice meal.
I've heard about this place.
Walk-ons, right? Then we head over to Andy's, which is ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah, so we're chilling, and I'm stuffed, bro. So I'm sitting on this bench, and I'm just like, man, whatever. Order me like a cone or something, just something simple. So at the same time, 2 SUVs pull up really quickly, like, real quick, like. And these people hop out, and I'm looking around like nobody's paying attention to anything, especially in my family. Like, they're not paying attention.
La 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 la.
Oh, so next thing you know, and they were kind of sloppy. I ain't gonna lie. Sorry to call you out. Sloppy.
It happens.
Because the girl was like trying to open the back door. There was 2 SUVs, like one and a tail. You know what I mean? And the couple was in the front. But it was like Secret Service or something, So they're going up to the thing, and I'm seeing they're watching out everywhere. Well, then there was this dude that kind of started walking kind of funny, and I was even paying attention, like, man, okay. And it's kind of like that slow motion thing we were talking about last episode. Mm-hmm. But I'm aware now. I'm thinking, okay,
what's going on?
What's going on here? And they got the little earpiece. It's got the curl with it, so I know.
Agents pull up on you, dude.
It was agents, for real. I'm like, what the? And they're keeping their distance from the people getting ice cream. But then that one dude started walking, so that the one dude, he walks over there because I noticed him, and he was walking. I'm like, yeah, I was aware of that too. So my daughter comes to sit down beside me, Olivia, and I'm like, do you have any idea what's going on right now? And she was like, what? And I'm like,
this ice cream's good, Dad.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. And then she gets up, she's like, whatever. And then Tatum comes by, and she's like, I'm like, do you have any idea what's going on right now? And she's like, no. My mom comes over, and I'm like, Mom, do you have any idea what's going on right now?
Nah.
And she's like, nah. And then I'm like, anyways, they leave, and I'm like, Mom, who was that? And she was like, I think that was Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House's son.
Oh, wow.
And I was like,
that was like nothing for her. She was like, oh, that's who that is.
Yeah, but like they weren't aware of the situation.
Yeah, of like how they pulled up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm asking my wife even, y'all know what's going on? And my wife was like, yeah, I think I know who that is,
Did you imagine just because your family member is up there like that, you have to travel like that?
Yeah.
That's wild, man.
But yeah, just getting ice cream.
Yeah.
Wow, bro.
Never know.
Crazy.
Never know who you're going to run across, man.
For real. And in Bossier City, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Andy's ice cream. Just in the middle of the night, just he pulls up and they're like,
random person.
Yeah.
Well,
and they didn't try to cut a line. They didn't try to act bougie or nothing like that. They were really cool. It was really great.
They were just protected.
They were really protected.
this guy that I've seen, he's not really protected, and it's something that you wouldn't expect to see. I was in Tomball, Texas, where I live, and I've seen him there twice. Actually, 3 times. Both times I went to go. I've only got my hair trimmed and cut. I'm very particular about who touches my beard, so I've only been to this place twice, right?
Right.
Well, both times that I went, the first time I went, I saw Frank Beard. You know who Frank Beard is? The drummer for Aerosmith. So I saw him getting gas at the HEB in Tomball, right by the barbershop that I'm going to. He's getting gas in his white McLaren. You're going to notice the car before you notice the person. Well, I noticed him getting gas, right?
Right.
Well, I hadn't got my beard cut at this place in 2 years since that day. Well, it's wild because just like 3 weeks ago, because I usually cut my hair myself. Well, I decided I'm gonna go get my hair cut again by these guys.
Yeah.
So I go up there, on my way to go get my hair cut. Who do I see again? Frank Beard.
Wow.
And his McLaren and Tomball. It's just like those are the things you just couldn't make up.
Yeah.
Like, first off is the drummer for Aerosmith.
Right.
Little old Tomball, Texas, and he's driving a McLaren.
Right.
It's just funny.
Yeah. Small world, man.
Small world, small stuff.
Yeah.
And it just happened again. It was like deja vu. Like I'm going to get my hair. I'm like, honey, look, that's him again.
Yeah.
I was like, she's like, no way.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah. I mean, small world stuff like, I used to go to the South by Southwest stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And one year we went out there, and we're about to perform, and then all of a sudden my boy's like, "Hey, we're gonna perform at Tyron Woodley," and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, that's cool.
And he was like, "Yeah, Tyron Woodley's gonna be here," and I don't think my homeboy was like a real big fan of UFC, so I don't think he knew who Tyron Woodley was.
Name was
like
just a
that.
name. Yeah.
I really don't think he knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we're on this rooftop thing, and we meet him, took a picture, and I'm like, man, I've been a fan. Unfortunately, it was like right when he lost his title.
Yeah.
But he had 5 title defenses right before that. So
It's bound to
he
happen.
lost his title, and I'm like, man, think about how epic that would have been, though, to perform at South by Southwest with a guy who had just won the title, UFC, with my history, with the, my dad,
with the music and
yeah,
everything.
I'm growing up on UFC fighting, and then
Yeah.
I'm watching Tyron Woodley. I pretty much watched every one of his fights, and then I'm performing. He performed before me.
That
That was what was crazy. I didn't understand that.
yeah, man. Opened up.
I don't know if he opened up, but he definitely performed some. I didn't know he rapped,
Yeah.
but he raps.
Shit, I didn't know either until I heard from you.
Well, I mean, he fought Jake Paul, and then you could see that he rapped on that. But yeah, before we performed down there in South by Southwest, that was when I met Bushwick Bill.
Tell us about that because he is an icon, dude.
Man, Bushwick Bill.
Yeah, and I don't, he's an icon. I don't know about everywhere, but Houston.
So that year was the year that I met Bushwick, and yeah, I was introduced to him, and somehow like Bushwick just kind of liked me somehow,
Just gravitated towards
yeah,
you.
I mean, and I, because I guess maybe because I wasn't trying to be like, hey, what's up, Bill? I never was like that. I never wanted to be the
Laid back.
Yeah, I never went up to all the stars and that Rashid brought me around and was like, hey, can I get a picture?
Well,
and
that's
all
like
that
the
stuff.
people you've brought me around. Like hey, what's up? Cool. My
Yeah.
name's Dylan.
That's
I'm
the way
not-
to be. Picture's cool, man, but like a memory lasts much longer.
I think it's just kind of funny though. If you meet,
Yeah.
if I'm with somebody that meets somebody of that caliber all the time,
Yeah.
and then here I am showing up. Oh, can I get a picture? Can I get? It
Yeah.
just feels weird, dude.
Well, look, I'll tell
It's
one
not worth
story because I don't want to tell all the stories about Bushwick at one time. So I'll tell one story about him. So which one do you want? Do you want the time that I met him? Do you want the time that we were in the studio where he put me in the studio freestyling, where there was like 5 minutes left in the session? Do you want where
Started out where you met him. We'll get it there because I remember the one where you met him in the studio, wasn't it?
Actually, no. So where I met Bill was in New Braunfels, Texas. We were at a bar, and so Jack Swizz introduced me to Bushwick Bill, and he also introduced me to JT Campos, which JT was starring in a show called man,
brain farts, they happen, man.
God dang it.
It'll come to you here in a second.
Yeah, what was that, man? I feel so bad for not knowing that.
So I was about to find out.
Why do I not know that? Oh, Queen of the South. I should have. Duh. So anyways, yeah, so JT was a star in Queen of the South. He was Boaz. So I met Bushwick and Boaz at the same time. Not on the same night, but I think I met JT first. But anyway, so, okay. Yeah. The week after I met Bushwick, which we performed at this little bar in New Braunfels. Okay. My bad. I got so many, screw back. I got so many stories about this that I'm like,
they're blended.
I got it all mixed up. But as I was telling it, I remembered how it really went down. Okay, so I was living in Houston. I lived in New Braunfels. I left New Braunfels, moved to Houston. I moved back to New Braunfels. The day I moved back to New Braunfels, Jack Swizz hit me up and said, "Hey, do you want to perform tonight at this club? Blah, blah, blah. Snoop Dogg's going to be here."
I remember this.
And I was like, wow. Of course. I had to go to work the next day. Like, but
Snoop? Right.
Snoop, I mean, it's Snoop Dogg, man. I'm going.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, because nobody was performing before Snoop other than us, which was
even cooler.
Yeah, because it's not a lot of times that you see just like a couple people go on before a headliner.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was me and Swizz and Bushwick went before too.
That's cool.
So that was when I met Bushwick around that time. I don't remember if I like really hung out with him or not that night, but I remember meeting him. Yeah, we like didn't really hang out because I remember I had to go back and go to work.
In and
stuff
out
like
kind of deal.
But then he saw me perform, and he had, Swizz had told him a lot about me or whatever. So basically, like Bushwick wanted to meet me, so we met up. Don't remember where we met up. I think we just met up at the same spot. But because we were doing like every whatever night Queen of the South was coming out, JT would come down in person, and Bushwick would be there sometimes, and like we would watch the Queen of the South episode, and eat wings and stuff like that. Diego, shout out Diego in New Braunfels, best wings ever, for real, man. But yeah, so Bushwick was like very, I'm gonna be real, man. When we first met, like we didn't hit it off right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like
odd.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna go into detail to respect him.
Yeah.
Because his son is a very good friend of mine, and I ain't gonna disrespect it. It wasn't nothing to be talking about. You know what I'm saying? It was just some shit, just blah blah blah. But what happened, and then obviously we went on to do other things, and but yeah, Bushwick was, man, he was so cool because and I feel like that story really don't give justice to what my relationship was to Bill. That's just kind of like how I met him.
The beginning of it,
So I feel like I might need to tell I think, let me see if there's like one more little story I could tell. Oh, yeah. Let me tell this one little story about Bill, and then we'll move on.
All right.
So I think the second time I'm meeting Bill, my boy Alex, shout out Alex Copeland, New Braunfels. So we're over there living in Seguin, South by Southwest again. This was the second year. I'd already met Bill first year. This was the story I just told.
Right.
All right, so second year, we had this little Volkswagen van with the wheel, like the driver's side was on the opposite side.
It's
on the right side.
style.
Yeah. And the stick was in the middle. So we're driving this thing and Bill was in the passenger seat. So he's over here to my left.
In the
Yeah.
would-be driver's seat.
And Alex is in the back because we drove my vehicle down to Swizz's house and then we got in the Volkswagen and drove downtown because we had a show there. So Bushwick had just gone to Sway in the morning because Sway came to South by Southwest and he did a show there, right? Mm-hmm. So they gave him this boom box, bro. It was like this, huge thing. You know those boom boxes that they slam box or something like that. Side box, something.
But just it's a head unit and all.
No, it's
all
like
together?
it's like a radio, like boom box.
Yeah,
but it's really loud.
gotcha.
And it can Bluetooth. It can do all this stuff. It's like a really cool box. It's expensive, but anyways, it's popular. Mm-hmm. You can look it up. A lot of people might if you know about the box I'm talking about, please comment. But anyway, anyways, I gotta drive this thing and park it, which I'm already pissed about. I did not want to drive this vehicle at all.
Is it because of the way that it sits?
It's just because, like, bro, it's just extra. Like, we're at South by Southwest. I mean, think about how many promo vehicles are out there. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're not paying for prime spot. It doesn't make no sense. We're having to park it over here in the garage. Why take it?
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
This is the mentality I can't get behind,
way
bro.
Out there in the
this is why
lot.
I'm where I'm at. Let me just tell you that. All right. So, anyways, and I'm trying to be respectful here. So let me not get sidetracked. So Bushwick and Alex get out, and Bushwick's like, grab the boombox to Alex, because Bushwick was very direct. If you know Bushwick, y'all know how he was. It's funny. It's just, that was how he was. Grab the boombox. Meet me over here, Rex. So we go to the place, and it was just like this little get together, and I remember we were all going to perform there, but Bushwick went on. And he ended up like freestyling a whole 25, 30-minute set.
Wow.
Which wasn't really freestyle. It was like stuff he had written, but he had one of the great beatboxers come up and so Bill was going off to the beatbox. And it was dope. And so whenever it was time for me to go on, I'm going to say this. And I'm going to say it publicly, and I don't care. I didn't go on. Oh. I was like, I choked. I didn't want to go on because I'm like, how am I going to follow Bill doing that?
Right.
Because like something happened with the show, and it wasn't supposed to be that way, but Bill was the headliner. Right. But for some reason, he went out there and did his thing, and then he was like, Rex, you going to go on? And he's like, freestyle, it's okay. I'm like, nah. Anyways,
that's wild, dude.
Yeah,
talk about on the spot.
Yeah, and Bill's like just talking to me like it's nothing.
Like I'm like, no, like you and me talking.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, Bill, it's not.
He said, chill out, bro.
Yeah, so that was the only night that I've ever like really,
but that
felt like performing
many
after
years
somebody.
Ago, though. That was like, shoot, what, like 7, 8 years ago?
No, I don't think it was that long. I just think that, I mean,
long enough. I mean, it's
it was
been a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was probably 4 or 5. Oh yeah.
It's been time's flying nowadays,
man.
Dude.
Yeah,
time's flying, dude.
Wow,
those years are turning into months.
Yeah. So what else do you got though, man? Let's talk about something different.
Yeah,
I got a ton of rap stories.
I know you got a ton of those. I think. I don't know.
Matter of fact, y'all got to remember or remind me about another Bushwick Bill story later on because I got more.
I just think it's wild, who's making the most money when it comes to soccer? I mean, soccer. Here I go, giving it up. Who's making the most money?
You gave it up on the beginning, man.
When it's coming to sports, man.
Yeah.
260 million total he's made. This was on the Forbes list. and he's made 60 million off the field. So he made 200 million on the field, 60 million off the field. That's soccer.
Yeah. See, if I was gonna guess, man, I would have said NFL, but my second guess was gonna be soccer because like soccer's really popular right now.
It is popular. They got the NFL is just the United States. Soccer,
Yeah,
is worldwide.
worldwide. Yeah.
That's kind of why it is like it is. Who do you think's in second?
Like as far as
Sports,
but soccer, then I want to say probably baseball.
man, baseball's not even on the list until number 13. Number 2's golf.
Man, golf.
John Rahm.
Man, it's crazy because like some sports you just don't hear about them that much anymore.
Man, 198 million on the field.
Man,
He only made 20 million off the field only, but I mean, and
it's a lot of money.
I know you probably know this soccer player more than the other one, I would think, because I see him talked about more. Messi.
Yeah, Messi.
And he's number 3.
Yeah, when I play soccer on the game, I play Messi.
Yeah, definitely did. I mean, and what's wild is American football, NFL, first person that's made it on there is number 10. That's Lamar Jackson, dude.
Lamar Jackson.
That's only with 98 million on the field.
I thought I was looking this up earlier about the like sports that are falling off, and I was totally thrown off guard when I found out that baseball was not one of those. I thought baseball had fallen off over the past 5 years. They've actually gained.
No, that was
about
basketball.
No, it's baseball.
That was baseball that it was?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Baseball's gained like 2 or 3 million. It may have been basketball.
That's billion, I think. I think they were
That was
like,
millions.
Yeah, look.
I don't know.
It was like in 2020, it was the basketball. They were like 8 billion.
But yeah, it was basketball.
By 24, 25, they were at like 11 point.
Yeah,
3 billion.
11.34, and then it was 11.2 or 32 that they're projected for 25.
Yeah, they're gonna lose just a little bit.
Yeah, but that's. I didn't think that they were growing, especially in an economy like we're in right now. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Basketball's number 4 and 5 on the Forbes list of. But this is kind of what's wild. You got LeBron James, right? He's number 4.
Yeah.
He's made 48.2 mil on the court. He's made 80 million off the field.
Yeah, I was gonna say 100.
Come on, dude.
What about NASCAR? What's NASCAR doing right now?
Let's see, dude. There's one of them on here. We got. Now, it doesn't classify it as NASCAR. It classifies it as auto racing. Who's Max Verstappen? Let's see here. I think I can just click on him. Oh, look at that. Athlete, Formula 1.
Yeah, I don't think I've. Oh, okay, Formula 1. Yeah, that my buddy's a real big fan of Formula 1.
He's the youngest driver to ever have competed in the series at 17 years old, bro. It's because the dude just got off a PlayStation, hopped in an F1 car, and freaking took off. He's like, I know how to do this. And do, AA, B, X, Y, left stick, power slide around somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
He's the youngest race winner at 18 years. That's
crazy.
2016.
That's crazy that you're 18 years old, though, like racing professionally.
Oh, he's killing it.
That's cool.
I mean, could you imagine being a kid put behind that? Formula race cars, those are cutting corners and doing all that stuff. It's not just a circle.
Right.
They're doing different motions on the track. That's wild.
Yeah, NASCAR and Formula 1 are crazy to me. I mean, I've watched NASCAR my whole life as well. It's like one of those MMA things. My dad and my grandfather, we went to church and we came home. We watched NASCAR, take a nap.
Do it for Dale.
Do it for Dale. Yeah, Dale Earnhardt. Dale Earnhardt. That was my dad's favorite driver.
I think that was a lot of people's favorite driver, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever he hit the corner, I mean, it was the most devastating day in NASCAR history.
To this day, still, I think.
To this day, still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I knew I was watching the race.
Oh, you were watching it?
Yeah.
Man.
And I knew it was bad. The way that, because, like, you got to understand, I watched it in real time on TV.
Back to that slow-mo stuff.
Yeah, because it wasn't slow-mo at that time. It was like you saw him.
No, that's what I'm saying. It feels like slow-mo when something that important is happening. So it's like, oh, wow.
And when everything went quiet.
Yeah.
Terrible, man. Terrible day.
Yeah,
and then
I
it was
never
so
saw
great.
that one myself.
But it was so great, like, whenever Dale Jr. won,
the
Daytona.
I mean, imagine how he felt.
Yeah. Because Dale Jr. was, like, then went on to be the most famous driver in NASCAR.
He literally did it for Dale. I'll drink to that.
Yeah. Yeah. NASCAR was great. Because, NASCAR was built off of moonshine running. Right?
Really?
Did you know that?
I'm learning something new right now.
How many of y'all knew that NASCAR was built off of running liquor? Look it up. Watch this. NASCAR was built off, there were some, outlaws that ran alcohol and they had like high-powered motors.
Well, that's like the cartel doing it right now, getting all their drugs over here across the seas sometimes. You've ever seen those? The cartel on their little speedboats?
Yeah, right.
That stuff's wild.
Yeah, that's how NASCAR was created. What does it say?
All right. NASCAR traces its roots to Wilkes County moonshine. Wilkes County, North Carolina. For 3 decades, from the 1940s to the 60s, Wilkes County was the center of the moonshine industry in North Carolina. Transporting hooch required a skilled driver who can navigate dirt roads at night. Look at that fine hooch right there. 10-year-old hooch.
10-year-old Eagle Rare.
Hot damn.
Allocated. Found it at that last spot we
only bottle the whole place had.
That's right.
Just came out of a dry county. Stopped at 2 places. No alcohol. Find this place. Find the only bottle of Eagle Rare they had.
And Eagle Rare is like...
That guy, you walked in there. He's like, oh, what do you like? And you told him, and he's like oh. He's like, had no idea you were going to know what allocated was.
Yeah, so I say, I need to allocate it. Y'all got anything allocated? And she said, yeah, what do you want? And what do you got? What are you thinking? And I was like, well, I mean, you got Eagle Rare. She's like, yeah, we got Eagle Rare. And usually an allocated bottle of Eagle Rare is going to run like $70, 60, $70.
Mm-hmm.
But they wanted 80. We're in the middle of nowhere. I'm going to pay the 80.
Yeah, it was the middle of nowhere.
I mean, we're talking, look, 10-year Eagle Rare. You know what I mean?
Quality.
Because, like, I got this barrel vintage.
This
is some expensive stuff if y'all know what that is. But Eagle Rare.
Which one do you like more?
Eagle Rare.
Yeah, Eagle Rare.
Matter of fact,
you like the blended whiskey.
No, dude. Man, I like that daggum the Wolcott.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that Rickhouse Reserve. It was the cheapest one. It's like $38.
No headache.
Well, I don't know. I hadn't drank enough yet. No, I've been slowing down on my drink. As I'm getting older, man, I'm trying to take better care of my body. I'm not trying to drink as much.
I mean, I'm looking at your shirt, and he's 2 cans deep right now.
Yeah, I did this because, people think they want to tell me how to live my life, and I was like, yeah, I'll break out this shirt.
Look at George Washington's doing.
Bro, America, bro. I do what I do.
DGAF.
Yeah, DGAF, man.
Come on now.
Real talk. You know what I mean?
Man.
I love everybody, but for real, just don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's real
We're all
simple.
good. You know what I mean?
Everybody just stay in your own lane.
Stay in your lane. Unless you bring something to the table, and then I'll shut up. Okay.
Yeah, you know, there's
Real
that,
talk.
but you know,
Anyway, so America, yeah, F yeah.
yeah.
Anything else interesting you got to talk about, brother?
Man, my well's running dry right now over here.
I know last week you had some stuff that was you said it was like pretty kind of violent,
Oh, what was that?
and I don't think we got to it all.
Oh yeah, now you rang a bell. That was
We talked
Benjamin Franklin, dude. You know his
what happened? Hold on. Benjamin Franklin's got something. Okay, tell me this.
he had in his London home before he moved to the U.S.
Yeah.
Once he moved, years and years down the road, they found like 1,200 human bones in his basement.
What? He was a serial killer, you think?
I mean, I don't know. They're trying to like justify it, talking about how it's like some medical practitioner type things. And
Didn't Dave Chappelle say that Benjamin Franklin he was the worst,
I mean,
Wasn't that in his skit? The one I let you listen to the other day? He's like,
that was a funny stand-up, dude.
yeah.
I don't remember if that was one of the things that he said in there.
I'm pretty sure he was like, Benjamin Franklin, the worst of the worst. He was like, didn't he have slaves? That's all I'm saying.
I'm not sure if that's what he meant, but it sounds so Dave Chappelle-ish. It's hard for me not to
I
hear
might
it.
be wrong about that, but if I was not, Dave Chappelle said something about that. Like, now that makes sense. What does Dave Chappelle know that we don't?
What does Dave Chappelle know that we don't know?
Because you're just saying he's got...
You know, because that's what they're saying. Like, some people are conspiracy theorying, supposedly. They say that, you know, he wasn't killing people and hiding them. But, you know, I say 1,200 bones. That equaled out to like 12 or 15 bodies.
I mean, what if he had people go kill people and then hide it?
And then...
What if he had no idea about it? What if people were working for him and they were sick?
What if he moved into a house and the person that moved out before him was the serial killer?
I don't think that happened, Dylan.
He said, I don't think that happened. You think Ben did it?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, it's possible. I mean, but I don't think that somebody else did it and then he moved into that house.
I mean, that would be like somebody...
We're talking about Ben Franklin. He probably built his own houses. He didn't live after
But this was before he was like the man.
I don't know anything about him, man.
I don't know much about him.
Did he live? Yeah, we got to look up.
I just know that
research.
He moved here in like the 1870s.
We're ignorant guys. You know what I mean?
We ain't the smartest cast.
Yeah,
in the world.
we don't research everything. We just like to talk.
Yeah, camp talk. When you're sitting around the campfire, do you sit there and
oh my god, these dudes don't fucking like research anything, man. Hey, chill out, dude.
Tell us what it is.
Look, we do a little bit of research. For more than that, though, like, nah, bro. We just want to talk and enjoy conversation about whatever, bro. It doesn't matter.
Just having a couple drinks, winding down for the day, talking about this, talking about that.
Right.
I mean, that's what it's all about. I don't. What do y'all do when y'all get off work?
Yeah. Hey, what for real? What's everybody's normal like routine, man? You know, for me, my routine is like I wake up. I have a different routine every day.
I take a leak every time I wake up.
Do you?
Every time.
So I like have. Sometimes I don't. Like I might have gone to take a leak an hour before, and I might be up and in the bed, and then I'll try to go back to sleep, but I'm not asleep. And then so I might scroll on my phone a little bit because my wife's still sleeping, but I might get up and go. I don't know, like get on the computer and do some research. And, I don't know, man. I do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Does anybody do like one specific thing every day? Do you do anything for motivation, bro?
That's a good question, man. Do anything for motivation. My motivation is just improving where I'm at and getting closer towards an end goal every day.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I mean? Because if you just wake up and do the same thing every day and don't, it could be the littlest action. It could be this, it could be that, but it's the thought and it's the direction. It's the effort. It's just like fishing. You ain't gonna catch no fish sitting on the couch.
Right.
You ain't gonna get any better if you don't do something.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, easiest way to sum it up.
Yeah.
You know, running on a treadmill is easy because you get comfortable. So
yeah, but that's still doing something. I would say, you know, a lot of people would. You know what I mean?
It is doing something.
Because like being motivated, man, it's a hard thing to get to.
Being on a treadmill.
To like actually get on the treadmill, yeah.
You know, it's just yeah, man.
I think I have the hardest time. Like, I know where I want to be, and I think that I have the hardest time actually putting in the work to get there. As far as physically, like
right.
Like right now, as I'm getting older, my metabolism is not as high. You know, my body's going the opposite way.
What you ate yesterday is sticking on you a little longer.
Man. Yeah. And the actual like drive to get there.
Yeah.
It just ain't there as much.
Yeah, I hear you, man. And yeah, that's, you know, you got to learn something every day. If you're not learning something, you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Because you got to think of like, in whatever industry, you look at a scientist, you look at biologists, you look at people like that, they are like in the lab breaking down things and learning things and figuring out why this is that and that is this.
Yeah,
They're
right.
always learning, you know.
Right.
If you're not learning, you're not growing.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
Because, I mean, think about it when you were in school. You had everything thrown in front of your face. Do this, do that, look at this, fill this out, write a paragraph, write a story, read it in front of the class. When you're out of school, you got to keep doing that shit in different forms.
Yeah,
or else you
right.
ain't going to be nothing.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, there's no like
There's no like set standard or path. You just got to make it happen.
right.
You know?
Yeah, there's not somebody holding your hand.
Yeah.
Do everything.
That's it.
Which is the hardest part. I mean, you know, but if you find you a good routine, which is like, that's what I would say if you're struggling with finding that something that drives you, you got to find something that you really enjoy to do. Mm-hmm. You know, I've picked up reading lately, which, dude, never thought in a million years I would want to read.
Right.
At all. Especially some of the stuff that I'm reading.
Everybody I'm around nowadays is reading.
Dude, and you'll eventually read.
I know. I can feel. It's like that vine growing up the fence.
All right, well, look.
I can feel it.
I'm going to break the thing. I had to start with comic books.
Yeah, I know you've been telling me.
And if you, like, because if you can't read, like, put yourself in a situation where you can, like, sit down and read. Because I told them, I said,
my
look,
imagination.
they were like, why don't you just read a regular book? And I said, I can't. My brain can't sit down and focus on a book. But the comics I could.
Right.
So I read, like, Preacher. That was a good one. But I started off with smaller books, smaller comics, like Sheena. Sheena was cool. Sheena was like a jungle lady, and she protected people and stuff like that. It was cool, man. So I read those, and I got to a point where like I could retain the information, and then once I could retain the information, I moved on to a longer comic, and then once I could retain the information on a longer comic, I moved on to another. Like I did Swamp Things. Mm-hmm. I retained that. Then once I did that, I think I read Her Soul, which is like a book about. It's pretty different. Didn't even know what I was reading, bro. To be honest, just started it.
Well, maybe I like this one.
Yeah, you know, it's like this book about this dude. He's like a demon, and he's trying to like snatch this girl's soul, and he's like, you know, moving up, and he's like, I'm gonna get up in it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And he does.
And he does.
Yeah.
Success.
Yeah. And then the story goes crazy. And I'm like, what did I just read?
That's funny.
You know what I mean? But it was interesting. And then like now I'm reading this book about the Earth, Wind, Fire
Elements.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting.
What's it called? What's it called now? What's it called now? It's the Funk Show. Oh, Zodiac Academy. Yeah.
I started watching the Zodiac Killer.
Zodiac Academy, man.
I started watching the Zodiac Killer thing on Netflix last night, but
Zodiac Killer?
yeah,
Dude, that one's
documentary.
crazy.
I think I only made it to like probably 30 minutes into the first episode. Then
The documentary. Man, people say that it's strange when people can fall asleep to those, but I think that like it's not so strange.
you know, they
'cause
can
it's
fall
like,
asleep to a documentary.
yeah, like no, if you fall asleep to a murdering documentary,
Oh, I'm so interested. But again, once I get comfortable
That's what
and I
I'm
got the
saying. It's
fan
not about
on
the
me
documentary
and the
at that time.
temperature is right,
yeah,
there is nothing that can keep me up.
for real.
Not even the old lady. She could try. Sorry.
Well, lately, my wife's been giving me stuff about like
I'm out.
if I'm over there laying around in bed and I'll put on a show and then within 30 seconds I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "What'd you even put it on the show for?" I'm like, "Well, if I didn't, you would, and then you'd be out."
Yeah, so I started it first.
That's why I started reading, man. Now it's like, and I was making fun of this the other day. So I'm usually the one gaming, and she's reading the books and stuff like that. But I got her into Fortnite.
Now
She plays
she's
Fortnite.
gaming.
And the other day I was, and today too, I was on the couch reading my book, and she's over here playing the game. I'm like, man, what?
Man, I walked in the door earlier, and she said hi because she thought it was your youngest coming in the door.
Yeah.
I said hi. She goes, "Oh, hi to you too." And
Yeah.
what's she doing? Playing Xbox or
Yeah.
playing
Playing
Fortnite?
PlayStation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing Fortnite. Yeah, man, but that's cool because like Fortnite is something that brought our families together. Like Clay, our friends Clay and Asa, they're the reason that I even play Fortnite because I was a big Call of Duty dude.
Yeah.
You know, I try to get you to play Call of Duty so many times, and
I can play a little Call
you
of
were
Duty.
on PUBG and all that, and I was
Nah.
like, nah, I'm not on PUBG. And then, you know, and then Clay was like, man, I'm on Fortnite. Y'all should play Fortnite. And he kept urging me to play Fortnite. He's like, man, you got to play Fortnite. So I downloaded Fortnite because it was free, and I'm playing with him.
Fun.
I'm learning all of this stuff, you know, and sorry for the technical difficulty. And I'm, you know, I'm like falling off of buildings and stuff because I'm wanting to parachute off everything.
Yeah, man.
And you can't parachute, so that was, I think, the most difficult thing to learn about Fortnite.
Me too, because in the game that I played, they just introduced the fact that you can jump off and parachute. Well,
Yeah.
I get into play Fortnite with you. I jump off what seems to be like not very high of a place,
Yeah.
cliff, whatever. Boom,
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah,
Jump
dead.
off a railing, dead. Hey guys,
Dead.
come help me. I died again.
Yeah. But I mean, now you got it down, you know, and that's the thing, like, you know, but this game, it brings your whole family together because, you know, these kids are wanting to get on their laptop and iPad and all
yeah.
this and this and this. So we take 2-3 hours out of the day and play with them on Fortnite,
Yeah,
and then we
joke
get some
around,
time with
laugh,
them.
have
Yeah,
fun,
man,
talk
it's fun.
mess.
It's fun, dude.
Shoot cartoons.
Sharp. Yeah, it's fun.
You might shoot a pickle, might shoot a werewolf.
Yeah.
They
And
got
there's
some of
like-
the wildest characters.
Yeah, and there's
on there.
missions on there that you can do that makes it more fun than just getting in there and, you know.
Modern day
going to war.
dances and songs.
Yeah.
You run through the lobby and hear all kinds of different songs. And
There's
see
no
all
other
kinds of
game
different
like it,
stuff
Dylan.
dancing.
You know?
No, yeah, Pub tries to do it, but they're more of a. They have the goofy stuff like Fortnite,
Yeah.
but it's more military minded. It's more like adulty,
Right.
if you want to call it that.
Right.
But
Yeah.
you try to learn either of them, it's going to take you a minute.
Right. For sure, bro.
It's going to take you a minute.
It's going to take you a minute.
Yeah, maybe a month worth of minutes, because it ain't easy.
Right. So look, I know we didn't like super have like fun games and stuff this one, and we might bring a couple games back next time.
How we changing it up
We changed it up on occasion.
for sure.
But like, I think we should go out with like a special scenario that I make up.
Okay. I
All
do
right.
know on this next episode we're gonna have. I'm gonna sit you all down and give you a tot. Sit you down and give you a knot tying lesson.
Word?
We're gonna have different knots each time because I know
Bet.
you asked me what is something I wanted to learn, and I said I wanted to learn how to tie knots. He went and bought me a knot tying book. So
Yeah.
I'm going to put it to use and show y'all how to tie knots. We're all going to learn how to tie knots. I'm going to force it upon everybody.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
All right, so I got to think of something scenario-wise that I can throw at Dylan real quick.
All right.
All right, let me think of something like these cards would do. Like, okay. All right. You're at a funeral.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a close buddy of yours. And you and him have like a lot of fun stories.
Okay.
But like, it's a super serious funeral.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
And every time that like somebody says something about him or does anything, it makes you want to laugh because like you're just thinking about all these
Good times.
good times that you're having. Okay.
Right.
So they eventually go through the thing and they start asking you to get up and say something about your best friend because this is your best friend that died.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So what do? Do you accept and say, hey, yeah, I'll throw the speech on him? Or, or do you be like, man, I'm going to sit here because I've been laughing this whole time?
No, I'm breaking the ice. I'm doing it for homie, whoever it is. I'm gonna get up there, and I'll come in soft. I'll tell her, hey everybody, I'm Dylan. I'm one of whoever's close friends, and everybody's telling you about this, that, and the other to draw tears. But let me tell you about this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop some funny stuff. I'm gonna make some of those frowns laugh out there.
Yeah.
I might even crack a tear and laugh
Yeah.
while laughing.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try to soften the blow of the whole
Yeah,
thing.
because like that, I mean, that was a tricky question because like everybody saw you laughing the whole
Right.
time and they're thinking blah blah blah, but you got to go up there and be like, hey,
Yeah,
I know y'all might have seen me.
Most people, if they were to like know the situation,
Yeah, they should know.
They're like, that's his.
But what if you were?
Friend
But
right
what if
there.
we were like a friend that
Or there's a lot of
didn't
family
really-
that doesn't know.
Yeah,
me.
they don't know you.
Yeah.
And you like know all these stories about this dude.
How's that look?
And you go up there and you're like, oh yeah, bro, and they're like, whoa,
They're like, who's this guy?
man, that'd be amazing, right?
Yeah, but it takes that kind of energy in a respectful manner to take away all the, all the.
But that's what I want at my funeral. Like,
Yeah.
I honestly don't even want a huge funeral. I want it to be like in and out. People be like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Because I don't want to, I'm going to be cremated.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See, I think I just want to be planted in the ground.
No, I
in
want
the
to be
dirt.
cremated. I want to be like thrown off the most dopest shit you could think of.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want it to be something that I think of.
Out of a plane?
No, not nothing that I think of.
Right, just whoever.
Whoever is going to throw my ashes, I want it to be just something dope that means something to them.
Not just toss it off in an electrical panel.
Toss an electrical panel. If that means something to you,
I'm
cool,
just
man.
kidding.
Nah, man, hey, but if it does, whatever.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
man.
I want you to throw it down a giraffe's neck. Look at that giraffe.
No, man. Me, I think, wrap me up in a blanket and put me in the ground, dude. I want the earth to consume me.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like,
Swamp Thing.
yeah, swamp thing. I want the bugs to eat me. I just want to be put back into the
Yeah.
cycle of life through the dirt.
That's cool.
I think a casket's a little constricting.
Yeah. You wouldn't care.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, but I feel you, though. Swamp Thing.
Yeah, man. Put me in the dirt, please.
Yeah.
Plant me under a tree.
Something.
That way, in like 100 years, when a windstorm comes by and blows that tree over, I'm just like this.
Yeah. I want to say, like,
This
I want to
goes
say, like, experiment with me somehow. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Like,
man.
do something crazy with me. Crack my bones and grow me with a tree. See if I might come back and talk to somebody.
That's a field trip I went on one time. That was called, I forget what it is, but they took you to it and they go around all over the world. But they like take bodies that have been donated to science and they'll like slice you into 100, 200, 300 pieces.
Man.
So you're like these little thin pieces of person, and they display you for everybody to see, and they like will take all your body away, but your capillaries. Oh, it's weird. What is that? Real quick?
Yeah,
I gotta talk about it. Just
yeah, that's crazy, bro.
it is, and the school took us to it one time.
For real?
Yeah. I think it's called like Body Worlds. Hey, that's what it is. Body Worlds. Yeah. So if y'all ever have the chance to go visit Body Worlds, go do it. It's pretty wild. They got this like chicken in there that they removed everything but the capillaries, and it looks like a chicken, but like in the tiniest little like hair-sized veins.
Man,
it's weird looking. It's
that's
cool
crazy.
though.
That is cool.
It's wild.
That's wild.
It's like looking at your body through a book, and each page is a slice.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's really crazy.
Insane.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
hope we kept you guys interested, man. This is the 10th episode. We're having a lot of fun with this, and there's gonna be many more.
Yeah, this is part 1. We're gonna do like 10th episode, part 2 as well. I think
that'll work.
Yeah, because this was really fun. I think we just like kind of got into it and talked about some random stuff, but we want to do something really special for you guys. So we're gonna sit down. Dylan and I have had like a week away from each other, so we didn't really like plan on anything for this one. We just kind of like turned it on and made some stuff happen, which is what we do most of the time.
That's camp talk. We just lit the fire, man.
Yeah, we just like to light the fire and just talk about whatever. But we do appreciate everybody joining in.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. So we'll catch you on the next one.
Check us out on YouTube. Anybody watching this video.
Yeah, well, if you're watching this video, you will see us on YouTube.
Yes.
But if you're listening to us, please go check out our visuals on YouTube. That's our channel at it's www.youtube.com/@realcamptalk. Please tune in if you want to see the video of this. And if you're seeing the video, we appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah, give us
Matter
a
of fact,
like,
make sure y'all go to that Waterfall Outlaws on Facebook.
Yeah, go check it out. Waterfall Outlaws.
It's message them.
Stuff coming up.
Hit that promo code.
Promo codes Crawfish right now going on. It's gonna be the same one as last time, and we're gonna change it up here in the next couple ones that way.
Yeah, but hit Cody Richards up. Waterfall Outlaws. Promo code Crawfish. Get your 10% off your next hunt. Great hunt. Guided hunt.
Figure it out. Figure out what you want to hunt.
Yeah.
Give him a call. Shoot him a message.
Give him a call, and he will bring you in a bird, plane, truck. No, I'm just kidding. He'll bring you in an animal.
Yeah, man. Without a doubt.
All right. We love y'all. Peace.
Camp Talk out.